Hi, so today we're going to have a look at this little USB power monitor. This is very similar to the charge adapter type ones you'll find if you do a Google search for them. They're designed to be plugged into your phone charger or one of these USB battery bank type things, and then you can get a readout on it once you get your device plugged in as to voltage, current, etc. This device also saves the information once the device is powered off, so if you've got it say plugged into a battery bank that's say fully charged, you can then plug your device in it, wait until the battery bank completely dies, and then when you plug this device back into something else to power it up again, it will still keep your reading on the screen, which is useful to know how much capacity a battery bank has actually got in relation to what it says it's got. As you can see here, this is our input here, our output here. We've got a screen here. I expect this is going to be OLED. Little reset button there. It's in a transparent case. Just got a chip that's been blobbed down, and there's our current shunt resistor there. I've taken the thing apart and there's literally nothing else apart from what you can actually see through the case there, so I won't bother taking it apart today. So we're plug it into something. What I'll use is this one here, because the other battery bank I've got, it times out if there's not enough current draw, so it won't stay on. So we plug it in. As you can see there, we've got our voltage reading there, our time, so when you plug something in, the time will count up, as will your milliamp hours that you've used, and that's your amount you're using. As you can see, I had it plugged in before for 1 second of something, and so it's counted up. So if you want to reset it, you just press and hold the reset button. There we are, a few seconds, and it resets it back to 0. Now this device doesn't do anything else at all. There's no option to, like some of them, you have the ability to flip the screen around the other way. This doesn't do that. You can't. I've tried all sorts of combinations of holding it in, plugging it in, etc. Nothing seems to happen with it, so I think this is quite literally all the device does. So we'll plug something into it. Now I was going to plug my phone in, but that's completely full on the battery, so what I use is the sat-nav. So if you hear the startup sound, if it's that's what that is. So sat-nav plugged in there. Now interestingly, the sat-nav's not drawing any current yet. I don't think the sat-nav's full, so we'll just wait for that to boot, and hopefully this screen should update. There we are. So as you can see now, 420 milliamps, so it's not got very many digits on there. I'm not quite sure what the specs are for it, so I'd have to try and find the eBay listing. It wasn't very expensive, £3 or £4 shipped from China. Now I've got another one of these devices, which is the PortaPower one, which I've shown you before in a video. This one is much more advanced, got much better resolution on it as well, and also with this one it's got its own battery pack built into it, so it doesn't actually draw any power from the device that you're plugging into itself, because you've got to bear in mind that obviously this is going to take some power at the same time. Now we can demonstrate that. So what we'll do is we'll take the PortaPower one and we'll plug one end into our battery bank, and then we can plug this into the PortaPower monitor there. So as you can see, the device itself is drawing 6.5 microamps and 32 milliwatts there. Now you can see here the voltage it's saying the battery bank is providing is 5.012. And if we plug this into here, we're only getting 4.92, so the voltage reading on this definitely seems to be lower, and I believe this seems to be the case for anything, because I've tried different battery banks and everything. It always seems to read slightly lower than what the actual voltage is, so that may be something to do with the power it's drawing itself, although the power it's drawing is not massively high. So that's a brief overview really of this this device here. So useful if you want to check what's capacity a battery bank's got, and of course cheap, like I say, £3 or £4, whereas this one was about 30 I think or so. Whereas this one has the benefit that it's got its own built-in battery, and so it won't take any power from the device that you're plugging it into. The other thing about this is it has the you get the USB one, and there's also one with DC barrel jacks and these little screw terminal sort of CCTV type power plugs, so you can connect other things up to it, not just USB devices. So I hope you found that video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and catch you soon for the next video. Thank you.